Howdy, folks. Charlie here from Christmas on Crestline. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for tuning in to the first live of our Christmas in July Extravaganza series. It's that time of year again, and oh man, do we have a lineup for you guys. If you guys watched all 15 of our episodes last July, we're stepping our game up. We have so many cool things that are going on in this Christmas in July Extravaganza series. It's mind-boggling where we've gone from last year to this year is a huge, huge change. Before I forget, some housekeeping notes. We are making a major change to the way Christmas on Crestline looks visually. Now, for our Patreon supporters, they've gotten early access to clues, but you know what? They haven't guessed it right yet. So I'm going to give you guys the clues that they've already received, and I need to know your answer before our 9 a.m. July 1st episode. So we're going to make a major change, and if you guess correctly what the major change is, you get a box of our firecracker lights, the commercial grade lights. They are programmable or pre-programmed to 8 different sequences. They're very cool. But let me give you those clues here real quick. Let's see here. Okay. So this is going to be for the, let me find it here real quick. Okay, so you got the Incredible Hulk above the fold, and what is it at the start of the beginning? It's a very good place to start. It's Julie Andrews' quote from The Sound of Music, which is a show I've never watched, but my wife uses that line all the time, so I thought I would include that into the clues. So we're making a major change to how we look visually here on the Christmas on Crestline show, and those are your 3 clues: the Incredible Hulk above the fold, and starting at the beginning is a very good place to start. Those are your 3 clues. I'll turn comments on here in a second to see what you guys are saying, but I kind of get distracted when I do that because I like to chat. So I'm going to get through saying what I have going on before I get to the comments. But if you guess it in this show, then you're going to win today. But you have two days left to get on that. But those are the 3 clues. So what's this week in store for us for the Christmas in July Extravaganza series? Oh, man, I'm excited to announce this. Let me get these clues off here real quick. Well, I'll put them up randomly throughout the show today. Today's show is going to be probably at 20, 25 minutes. Okay, so for our very first, let me preface this before I announce it. I've announced it on one show, so if you guys have watched that one episode where I announced this early, then you already know. But there are only 3 people on the entire span of YouTube, at minimum 3 Americans. I haven't found anybody else in the world that does it, but I know all 3 of us are Americans. But there's me, there's Learn Christmas Lighting, and there's Candace Bader Christmas. We are the 3 in front of camera guys who do consistent Christmas tuber shows. Now, Keith Wesley and spacing on the other show that I love. Oh man, I just did an episode about him too. I can't believe I'm spacing on his name. Ron Howard. Those are the 2 guys that do consistent shows about Christmas light shows, but they're just screen recording their voiceovers. And Ron Howard is incredibly gifted at keeping you entertained while you're watching him just do work on the computer. But for in front of camera shows, there's me, there's David Henry from Learn Christmas Lighting, and there's Jeff from Candace Bader Christmas. So July 1st, our very first episode for Christmas in July Extravaganza 2021, David from Learn Christmas Lighting will be on the show to be interviewed. Now I'm telling you right now, because we've already recorded it, I'll tell you right now the one mistake I made. I didn't have my mic plugged in. So David comes through crystal clear, clean, everything. Me, I sound like, I sound like I'm not using a microphone. But other than that, I'm a big fan of his. He does, if you haven't checked out Learn Christmas Lighting, he actually has 2 channels. He has Learn Stage Lighting and he has Learn Christmas Lighting. Learn Stage Lighting is as big as, I think he just passed 18,000 subs on that one. And Learn Christmas Lighting, I subbed to him when he was, I think he still might have been under 100 subs. I know I got to him before he got to 200 subs. I got to him very early on, so I've been watching him for a while. I got a hold of David, said, hey, would you come on my Extravaganza series? And he said, yep. So he came on, and we do, I think it's about a 20-minute interview, and he has an academy out, Learn Christmas Lighting Academy, where I'm taking it. You pay for it. I got in early, so I got a discount. But it takes you for, I'm trying to learn the pixel technology, because if I'm going to have a Christmas light show, I should at minimum be knowledgeable to answer questions you have for the show. If you have a pixel light show, I should at least be able to answer it. So I'm educating myself on that. I get probably the number one question I get asked most is, are you going to switch to a pixel show? Maybe. I never say no to anything when it comes to Christmas lights, that is. So maybe. We do want to implement a minimum pixel technology, if not this year, then next year. We are extremely bummed. July 11th was supposed to be my wife and I flying out to Vegas to attend Christmas Expo. In March, we were supposed to go to St. Louis to do Trans World Expo or Trans World Convention. Both got canceled. So we were going to dive in deep into the pixel world and become fully immersed and educated. If I'm going to have a year-round Christmas light show, I should be able to do that at minimum. So anyway, David's going to be here. I joined his academy, was the whole point of my rant. And he takes you, like, I need to learn from, you're using a walker, you're crawling. He teaches you what pixels are all the way up to where you're programming lights, man. It's pretty neat. So that's for the 1st of July. What's our second episode next week? I'm sorry, this is our first. What's our third episode next week? Yeah, Hot Ones, 4th of July episode. Their tribute show to all things that are Hot Ones. Now, I'll tell you right now, the next 2 episodes are probably the most I've ever anticipated getting out because I love them so much. Now, I did learn a couple things and how to interview folks. This Extravaganza series, I'm telling you right now, I'm not the best interviewer of all time. I'm going to learn that skill up. So I appreciate David for being gentle with me. But we had fun. I had fun in that interview, man. But the 4th of July, the Hot Ones Challenge, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. There's me. There's my wife, Jean. You'll see her in front of the camera. She has a couple episodes out already where she's you just see her hands because she didn't want to go in front of camera. And she teaches you how to do extension cords, make your own extension cords from incandescent bulbs. And we have her part 3 to that series coming out in August. We just filmed that, and that's due to come out in August. But me, my wife, Kenny Cash. So if you guys watched last Saturday's episode, you got to see what he looked like. And if you haven't watched that, at least check the thumbnail out, click on that, because you get to see what Kenny Cash looks like. He's a character. And then my brother-in-law, who, if you watched last Saturday's episode, you got to see, hates being photographed. That guy hates it. Does not like it at all. Let's check out the comments real quick. We got Dana. Dana's Wanderlust Crochet, which is my next point I'm getting to. Hold on to that. Lights on Taggart. Lot. BB Family. First time I've seen you in a chat, but you're a long-time commenter, so that's awesome. What? Dana, Wanderlust Crochet, worth our very first ever super chat. Dana, how about that? My goodness. You know what? We've been monetized, Dana, for about a month, maybe 6 weeks. No, we crossed in March. We crossed the 1,000 in March. But you are our very first super chat. So heck yeah, Dana. That is awesome. You're the man. You're the woman. If you guys have not checked out, and let me get to the banner here real quick. If you have not checked out yet, Dana's contest, which I am a proud member of, hashtag Christmas in July Fairies. Now, for those of you who haven't watched that episode, go watch that episode. But I started getting an influx of 70-year-old, 60-year-old, 50-year-old, 90-year-old women. And I'm like, that's cool, but it's kind of weird how I'm getting these 10 or 15 new subscribers. That's awesome. It's just they all had crocheting, because when I get notified that you subscribe, I'll go check out your channel. I'll see what you're into. It could give me ideas to do shows. I want to tell my show to the fans. And I noticed they were all crocheters. And I'm like, what's this all about? So I started watching their channels, and they started talking about Christmas in July, and I figured out they're coming to our channel because we do this extravaganza series. So when they typed in Christmas in July, I took them to us. And I got a hold of Dana, and I said, Dana, not a yarn tuber, but I am a Christmas tuber. Would you mind if I jumped in and piggybacked on your giveaway and joined in, because I love all things Christmas? And Dana, to her awesomeness, to her credit, says, yeah, Charlie, come on aboard. So, man, you have a phenomenal contest here going, Dana. We got Margie L. Chewbacca, Solo Wookie, Ryan Sams. You're in the house. Thunderbird Green Tea. Hello from Indiana to you too. Hello, Thunderbird. This is the first time I've seen you on the show. My wife is also she's from Southern Indiana. Hails from the Lagodi, Washington area. Heck yeah, whoop whoop, Dana. That is phenomenal. So Dana got us in the Christmas in July fairies contest, and for a while there, I was the only fairy fella. I found another couple, like man-woman team, husband-wife team, I guess I should say. So that I'm no longer the only guy. And somebody got a hold of me yesterday, said there's another couple, and I've been searching. I haven't found the second couple yet. But yeah, if you guys, Matt Cheever, Shaggy Santa's in the house. Jean Byers, yes, she does. Wife's in there. Say hi to the wife, folks. But yeah, I'm having so much fun. And the Christmas in July fairies, hashtag Christmas in July fairies contest. Dana, I hope you make this into a yearly event. That'd be awesome. And for those of you who are chatting and have not yet gone to mine and everybody else's hashtag Christmas in July fairies, especially Dana's, go in there and make a comment. Say, hi, how you doing? Say, I like your Hawaiian shirt. I don't like your Hawaiian shirt. Whatever you want, just say something. What else we got going on? So we got the Hot Ones tribute episode coming out Saturday. I got Learn Christmas Lighting episode coming out on the 1st. We talked about the change to the show contest. For you folks just tuning in, we are changing something up here on the show, and I want to see if somebody can get it. If you get it right, you win a box of our commercial grade fairy lights, or firecracker lights. Some call them fairy lights. So Dana, that wasn't a slip of the tongue. They are also called fairy lights and firecracker lights. But they're commercial grade. Here are the clues again. The Incredible Hulk above the fold. And let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Those are the 3 clues to what are we changing visually about the show. And you have until David's interview comes out 9 a.m. on Wednesday, the 1st. Put your guess in a comment. I check all, and I read and I respond to every and all comments. So put your guess into that. Let's see here. Margie L says, hi, wife. And Margie, that's funny you should say that, because in our Hot Ones episode that comes out Saturday, I always call my wife. I said, hey, wife. That's just how I talk to her. It's my pet name. Some people use darling, sweetie, honey, baby. I use wife. And she says, don't call me wife when you're filming. I don't like it when you're filming. So I had to call her Jean. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see here. So we talked about the mic. We talked about announcing the banner contest. Okay. Now I got an email recently from a fan who said, hey, do you mind if I send you a family ornament and you can use it on the show? I said, cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. If you guys want to send something in, put it back here to display, I'm all for that. She wanted to send in a glass ornament that's been in the family for years. So I politely declined. If that falls, and here in Kansas, fun fact, you wouldn't think it, we get earthquakes. We get a lot of earthquakes. There's 2, 3 on the Richter scale, but enough to where it could come off. My wife and I, Jean and I, Just spent all day yesterday rebuilding our fire pit. We have it's a 32 by 32 fire pit in our backyard. We spent all day redoing that yesterday. In addition to a tree falling on it in a very big storm last March, little earthquakes have been cracking it. Point is, I didn't want that to fall off. It smashes. She sees that, and everyone in her family just gets mad. So if you want to send something in for the show, by all means, send it in. Just nothing glass. Obviously, I'm a big fan of tins and signs, but nothing glass and nothing that's been in your family for 19 years. Surprisingly, my dog hasn't come underneath the table to bump my legs yet, but I don't want my dog getting a hold of anything. He's a good dog, doesn't chew anything up. Point is, I want to be respectful of whatever you guys want to send in. Send in, you want something on the show? Cool. I'm all about it. Let's see here. What else we got to say? We talked about the change of the show, 4th of July. And I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, yes. The next giveaway. In addition to our hashtag Christmas in July fairies giveaway, every live, and we're going to be doing 4 of them. We're going to be doing them on every Monday at 1 o'clock. Now, Mondays at 1 o'clock work for me, but this extravaganza series is about you, the viewer. It's about you guys spend all year watching me. I'm a seasonal show. I get that 80% of my viewership comes from, starts cranking up about October 1st up until Christmas Day. That is 80% of what the traffic that my show gets. Cool, no big deal. Don't mind that at all. But for you guys that watch me year round, this extravaganza series is about you. So in the 4 lives we do, if it's more convenient for you to say, hey, do these on Sundays, Charlie, I can watch more dedicatedly. I have no problem switching to Sundays. I just pick Mondays because it works for me. It's my normal day off. And Sundays, I don't want to interrupt people's family time, church time, things like that. But if Sundays, we can do like a 1 o'clock on Sundays if it works better for you. But right now, the 4 giveaways are going to be every Monday at 1 p.m. during our live shows. You have to watch live in order to win. So I'm going to be giving away such things as these challenge coins and these koozies that have been sitting up here all year long. This is the 1-year anniversary of this set. These coins, including those, have been up here the entire time and have never moved. They're going to be finding a new home with the viewer in these giveaways. Now, as you know, longtime fans, see if I can do this without looking at back. It can sit there for now. Longtime fans of the show know I don't do anything without my koozie. Love my koozies. In fact, I went to the dentist this morning. Dentist said you need to stop drinking all that Diet Coke. I'm not a coffee drinker. I drink Diet Coke. So I don't go anywhere without a koozie. Love these things. We got some new hats in. And in fact, Ryan was talking about ordering a hat. And I got in about 20 hats. 16 are already sold. So they're going quickly. So I did save back some hats just for the giveaway. So if you guys are wanting anything, let me know. You can email me at christmasonCrestline@gmail.com. Point is, these are going to be things I'll be giving away during these episodes, during these 4 live shows in July. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. I'm also going to give away some firecracker lights. Going to be giving away Starburst. We're supposed to be giving away that I ordered from Creative Displays. Ordered a case of them. They have not come in yet from China. Or more to the point, they've came in. They're just sitting on a freighter, and they haven't come off the freighter yet. They've been sitting on that freighter for about a month due to COVID issues. So those are going to be Chibalo. So the Wookiee, are you going to take the banner and newsfeed at the bottom of your window? My guess, no idea. Are you going to take away the banner and newsfeed at the bottom of your window? I can. Oh, there you go. Where can I buy a shirt? Yeah, just email me, christmasonCrestline@gmail.com, and I'll set you up a lot. First of all, I'm wondering, because in the comments, I always say LOT, is it okay if I call you a lot? Lights on, Taggart. Let me get this ticker away here right quick. Boom. So, yeah, I took that away for you. I'm guessing that was bugging you. You had one word in your guess right, but I'll tell you that much. Haas from Off Kilter Homestead has been dancing around the answer. Lisa Owens, who's one of our Patreon backers, so is Haas. But she'd gone on Patreon because she wanted to win these firecracker lights. And I haven't seen her guess one time. So, Lisa, come on. Get your guess going here. Melissa Long, hi, everyone. Say hi to Melissa, everybody. So those are the things we got going on during the show. You have to watch live. I don't care if one person is watching it. Dana's a truck driver, folks. She's keeping America running. So I don't care if it's Dana watching on her laptop as she's driving her big rig down I-70 from Kansas City to Denver. And Dana says, I want those lights. I win. Boom. She's the only one watching. She's the only one that wins her. So Dana would win in that scenario. But I am incredibly freaking excited for you guys to see the Learn Christmas Lighting interview. Check out Learn Christmas Lighting. He's huge into stage lighting. He's been a huge YouTuber for stage lighting for years. He and I kind of came on the scene together at the same time on YouTube. And for years, it was just Candace Spader, Jeff and Candace Spader, who has an awesome show. But I am the only, they call them AC lights, the string lights that are used when you plug in, they call them AC lights. But I'm the only AC light show in the world that I've found. So if you guys know of another person who does an in front of camera show like I do, let me know, because I'd love to see who that guy is. Now, Shaggy Santa is also in here. Where you at? Where's your comment there, Shaggy? Even though you're not going by Shaggy on here, though, are you? Matt, who also goes by Shaggy Santa, is a huge fan of all things Christmas. So I appreciate every single time Matt comes in here. He also has a persona he goes by on YouTube. Let's see here. Let me get that banner off there quick for you all. Anybody have any questions before I get going? Because that's pretty much trying to make sure. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. Is that who that is? Let me check here the comments real quick. Margie L. Margie. I was just talking about you. I just now realized in my notes, if you'll see my notes here, excuse the poor penmanship. Margie L. I have you on there. I'm doing another video. I was filming right before I came live here, and I'm shouting you out in another video. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to watch the Christmas in July Extravaganza series to find out when your shout out's coming. But I actually dug what you put in the fairies comment show, or the hashtag Christmas in July fairies. So I use that as a shout out in the episode I was filming, and I'm going to continue to film after this live is out. So I just now put 2 and 2 together. My wife is the mathematician of the house. I'm slow at math, but I just put that 2 and 2 together. That was you. So let's see here. Let's see. Teresa Patton. Hey, yeah. Hats off to your truck driver. Tip of the cap to you. Let's see here. Buy a shirt. Ryan says, when do you start getting your show ready, lights out, and etc.? Well, the difference between an AC light show, a string light guy, just plug your lights in and kind of go, and a pixel light show, as I've been told, and one of the questions I wanted to have answered at the Christmas Expo this year, is it true that pixel light shows only need a weekend to set up, even the most elaborate ones? I've heard that from a few pixel light guys. That is a huge selling point, if true. I don't know if it is. To answer your question, Ryan, if I'm hanging lights on October 1st, I'm behind. Last year, I started around September 15th. The first thing that goes up is my verticals, because those things take no time at all. The brackets are already set there in place. Verticals go up, no big deal. Those things are incredibly easy. I'm surprised actually other people didn't invent that before I came along with it, because those things are so simple. This year, we're only making 2 changes to the show this year with new props. One, and I'll just tell you right now, because it's Bill's idea. And Bill, I forgot to talk about Bill. Bill has a birthday coming up July 3rd. So, Bill, happy birthday to you. Bill and I talk regularly on email. And my Christmas light balls episode where I make the giant chicken wire light balls. He had the brilliant idea of turning those into snowman. So I'm still fiddling around with the base. They are going to need some sort of a base, but that episode is going to come out later in the year. I'm still trying to figure out how to build that successfully, but I thought that was a brilliant idea. So shout out to Bill. But that's a new look we're going to have this year. And the other one I'm gonna save for now because I want to see if the lights I ordered for this particular prop even come in this year. They may not. But that we're only going to make a minimum. We're making the snowman change because that was a brilliant idea Bill had. Yeah, so around September 1st, I'll start at least contemplating putting lights up. The thing, it takes me 4 days on the roof. It takes me 4 days in my red maple. It takes me 2 days to build the Santa's workshop, which ironically only takes me about 2.5 hours to take down. But to do it right, make sure it's nice and sturdy, it takes me 2 days to build the workshop. And keep in mind, those are dedicated dusk till or dawn till dusk days. I'm out there the entire time. So yeah, there's that. But I love it, or I wouldn't do it, right? Let's see here. Melissa Long in the house. Ellie Leva, I'm going to say is how you say your name. Ron Howard would be the guy to ask a lot. And you said it is okay. I call you a lot. So sweet. That's your new nickname. Ron Howard, man, if you guys haven't watched Ron Howard, I'm not quite certain how to describe him to somebody who hasn't listened to him. He doesn't have a ton of subscribers. He's still shy of 900, I believe, and I don't know how. He is phenomenal in X-Lights and the Pixel Light game. And just to listen to him cracks me up. I love it hearing that guy talk. I've talked about him in a video earlier this month about Christmas light clubs because they're a thing and they're helpful. But just he reminds me of a guy from work who is kind of a quasi comedian. The guy's freaking funny. I love that guy. Let's see here. Oh, Miss Crepe Paper Hooligans. Crepe Paper Hooligans was the very first one to comment. Let's see here. Matt, I know you have an announcement you said you're coming out with today, actually, and I haven't checked Facebook yet, so I don't know what your announcement is. That's Shaggy Santa for everybody who's in here late. And kind of go through these again real quick for folks who came in a little bit late. Make sure you check out the hashtag Christmas and July Fairies giveaway. You put in hashtag Christmas and July Fairies on YouTube. You're going to have Dana, if you're able to type and you're not driving right now, how many YouTubers are we up to in this giant collab? When I joined in, I think I was 128, and I think you're north of 140 right now, if memory serves. But yeah, there's so many neat things. And not a crochet guy. Never been into yarn. Just not that kind of guy. I never have been until recently. And my mother-in-law, shout out to CJ, has offered me to learn how to crochet. But such an awesome community. Longtime fans of the show know I'm into the bourbon and whiskey tuber trade. One of my best friends is huge on YouTube with the Scotch Test Dummies. And that is a very welcoming group of YouTubers. Crochet, the yarn tubers are no different. I've only had one person kind of chastise me a little bit, say something a little not mean, but just why are you on a yarn tuber channel? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But everybody else, other than that one person, maybe they just had a bad day. I don't know. Maybe they did a little Christmas in them. I don't know. But everybody else has been so welcoming, and finding new channels is more than half the fun. There are so many different YouTubers to choose from. Over 160. Thank you, Teresa. Matt says his announcement will be for tomorrow for Shaggy Santa, for those of you that watch both me and Shaggy Santa. Just started entering this morning. I am a dedicated yarn crocheting hooker. Very nice. Data thinks you're at 142 right now. Okay. Teresa says over 160. Either way, it's a lot. Obviously, the largest collaboration I've ever been a part of. And Dana, thank you so much for including me in that. I'm having so much fun. And I've always done this. If you comment, I'm going to comment back. If you say hi, I say HI period. I may give you a 3-sentence reply. I like engaging. I love engaging with the community. Christmas on Crestliners are freaking phenomenal people. So yeah, check out Christmas in July Fairies. See what we're doing for every live episode in July. We'll be doing a giveaway. So yeah, and then if you guys, and I'll put it up here one last time. For those of you who have not seen the clues to my own giveaway, you have until July 1st at 9 a.m. And just put a comment on any episode. I'll find it because I read all comments. But the Incredible Hulk, Above the Fold, and let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. There we go. But those are the 3 clues to what are we going to visually change about the show. And every Christmas in July, we're going to be changing something about the show. Last year, it was this set and our intro. But those are the 3 things for today. My name in the yard community is Sweet Tea. That is a great name. I'm guessing you're from either the South or you like sweet tea. Wow, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. If you're talking about me hanging Christmas lights, Ellie, yeah, it's a lot of work. I am doing well. That's another good reason to have a YouTube Christmas show is it keeps me motivated year round. If I get bored, I just program a song, and programming a song takes me the shortest song. I'm doing a series right now that got interrupted about for the Christmas in July Extravaganza series and the Fairies contest. Kind of got interrupted a little bit, but I'm doing a series right now on how to program a song, and we chose Disney's Descendants song. That song is probably going to take me about 15 man hours, maybe 20 to program. It's about 10 hours per 1 minute of a song. Normally, it's a short song. It's 2 minutes, 36 seconds, I believe. It's on the shorter side. Yeah, 1 or 2 bad eggs. No worries, Dana. No worries. I'll tell you this, and I've tried to find the comment today because I was shouting out Margie in a video. I was going to bring that up because she's not wrong in what she said. She did, and here's what I always say to my kids about getting mad about a text. You cannot decipher tone in the written word unless you are a legit author, wordsmith, English professor, whatever. It's hard to decipher tone, so don't ever get mad about something in the written form until there's context to it. Just read it and take it on. So she wasn't wrong in what she said. I'll give her that. But I think she actually took that comment down because I couldn't find it today. But yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Let's see here. Chewbacca Solo Wookie, nice to meet you all. Chewbacca Solo Wookie, I just featured his lights in a recent episode. Chewbacca, what episode was it? I'm drawing a blank right now. But at the end of most of my episodes, I have something after the credits, or I have something. I think I had his both in the show and after the credits, if memory serves. But always, when I go to a movie and there's nothing after the credits, I don't like it. I want to be entertained. I want that secret surprise. I want something, I want something after the credits. Let's see. Teresa said, talking to Dana. Okay. Morning, not month. Stupid autocorrect. No worries. Autocorrect. Let's see here. Cuthbert Drakes. Hi, Cuthbert. That is a phenomenal name. That may be the favorite name I've seen in a while. Cuthbert Drakes. Drakes. Is that no? That wouldn't be English. Irish? No, wouldn't be Irish. Maybe English. Where do your people hail from? Cuthbert. That is a phenomenal name. I love that name. Let's see here. Teresa, I live in DC, but I'm Southern and we love sweet tea. But my name is Teresa, but my hubby calls me T for short, and the Yarny community started calling me Sweet Tea. Beautiful. Love that. I love how nicknames turn in nicknames, monikers in one setting become nicknames in another setting. I love how that goes. Let's see. I don't take anything down. I don't take down anything. Right? Yeah, Margie. Well said. Own what you say. Own your words. Own your words. I tell people that all the time. It's hard to, if somebody gets mad about something you said and you didn't say it being spirited, own your words. Say, hey, I understand how you thought that. Let's backtrack that a little bit. That's not what I meant. So anyway, I'm getting off on tangents there. I appreciate the written word very much. I very much love the English language. St. Vincent in the Caribbean. Ooh, okay. Fun fact. My wife and I were married on Friday the 13th in the Bermuda Triangle. True story. So we have our wedding anniversary coming up, which is going to be cool because we're going to celebrate that in Vegas during Christmas Expo, which, if you guys don't know, that's the largest gathering of Christmas light animators in America. The second biggest one, the biggest one in the world would be in Frankfurt, Germany every year. But Christmas Expo is the biggest one in America every year. But yeah, we got married Friday the 13th in the Bermuda Triangle. It's a true story, which reminds me I need to go to the jewelry because I have an anniversary coming up. So thank you, Cuthbert, for reminding me I need to buy my wife some jewelry. I appreciate that about you. I'm sure she does too. That's about it today, guys. I could talk about Christmas all day long. But yeah, make sure you tune in to the lives every Monday at 1 a.m. throughout July. Not at 1 a.m. Who's going to do a show at 1 a.m.? Every Monday at 1 p.m. in July, we're going to be doing giveaways, giving stuff off the show here. We got a whole new thing of hats. Going to be giving hats away. A lot of fun stuff. I'm excited for you guys to watch. Oh, man, I cannot wait to see the comments for our Hot Ones tribute show. That was so much fun. Hoping you guys like it because, oh, man, that's so much fun. We kick off the Extravaganza series with the Learn Christmas Lighting interview. And then next Monday, I'll come on. We'll do a giveaway, and I'll tell you about that week's lineup. I'll see here. Ryan says, how many people in your area do a light show? Let's see here. How many are there any blow mold displays? Ryan here, and Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have about 100 different blow molds that you use, if memory serves. I think that's right. Christmas light displays, animated Christmas light displays in Wichita. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. We have, as far as good quality ones, we probably have 5. Total is probably 10. But, and one reason I am tempted to go to a Pixel show is Wichita. We have about 500,000 people here in the surrounding areas, metro area. We don't have a single Pixel show. We are too large of a town not to have a Pixel show. I take that as a personal offense that we are not leading the charge, especially when people up in Kansas City, one of the biggest YouTubers, one of the biggest Pixel light animators in America, based out of Florida, got a hold of me. He wanted my Kansas City Chiefs song. We're from Wichita, Kansas, so we're Chiefs fans. But he had never heard that one. He's actually programming, I think it's a car dealership's commercial in Kansas City. But yeah, we have so many Pixel Light shows in Kansas City and in Oklahoma City and Denver, St. Louis, and we don't have any here. It's a little disappointing. But blow molds, to answer your question, we don't have take it back. We do. We have a place called Lights On Texas, and they have a ton of blow molds, but they are the only one. And they actually scaled back last year because his father, who played Santa for however many decades, recently passed away. So he scaled back, but he still had his blow molds. We only have one house in Wichita that has even over 20 blow molds. I have one, Santa Claus. I only have one. But to answer that question, Ryan? See here. I guess that's going to about do it for today. Oh, I wouldn't be a good husband if I didn't pet my wife. She must have heard the jewelry store comment for our anniversary. So, Jean, there's my wife. Her thumbnail is a picture of me and her. So, yeah, Cuthbert, my wife, says thank you. So there you go. Tune in next Monday, guys, at 1 p.m. We're going to be doing a giveaway, and we'll be announcing that week's lineup. Tell you right now, next week's lineup's pretty cool. We do have one interview. I'll tell you that. I won't tell you who yet, but next week we'll have one interview, and we'll be doing a lot of interviews in this Extravaganza series. That about does it for me, folks. Again, if you guys want to, if anybody wants to order any t-shirts or anything, just go hold me on christmasonCrestline@gmail.com, and we will take care of you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you guys.